Hello, my friends, and welcome to a new video for Infinity Kingdom. This is Pyakia, an official British officer, and we're back to the Tower of Knowledge skills review playlist. And I decided to change the way of the skills that I was talking about because I was talking about important skills from my point of view. And I always decide to pick skills that I already unlocked. Like, for example, I like this skill, but I didn't unlock it yet. Desire of Life, and some other skills like Demonic Contract. These skills, yeah, I love them, and I want to make lots of reviews about them and show you buy reports. So these skills don't just make a misunderstanding that I didn't talk about some skills that I didn't unlock. So don't pick these skills as a useless skills. Lots of these skills are super important, and I'm not going to leave any skills here without being unlocked and going to talk about it. Sometimes I test these skills in the open arena and in the IB Prime League because they are free to play in these modes, but they are not very accurate since here in the Nurheim or KVK we have artifacts. So it's better to test on artifacts, and in open arena I have a sneak peek in the future. It's not in the soon future, but in the first future we are going to have artifacts in the open arena. You are going to see artifacts, exclusive artifacts in the open arena. This was just like a short introduction, and the skill I want to talk about in this playlist here is Physical Shield. Yes, it's an elite skill, but it's an overpower skill. Why? Because everybody now does physical damage, and if you don't have Athena, this doesn't matter. What it matters is that you can still block physical damage by using Physical Shield. You can combine some skills alongside with Physical Shield, but you can use Physical Shield alone. For example, you can see that I used Physical Shield on Trajan, and I kept using this skill for the past week because I knew that I was going to talk about this skill, so I wanted to test this skill like in several reports. And what it does in this skill, the description, it says decreases the physical damage received by 30% in the battle. So if an immortal that deals physical damage is facing my Trajan, if he was about to deal 10 million damage, he will only deal 7 million damage. I'm using this skill here because my artifact, I didn't have a good luck by using a good artifact with physical defense or physical defense bonus. So what you can do in this case, which is my case, that you can purchase a skill that reduces the physical damage when you're immortal, because I want my Trajan to be protected, because when my Trajan dies, everybody in my march dies as well. Why? Because Trajan provides a high crit rate to my immortals. Also, he will have a bonuses into critical damage bonuses. So Hippolyta will deal lots of damage based on Trajan skills, and also my Empress will deal tons of damage based on Trajan skill. So if Trajan died in the early game or in early fight because he has a resilience value artifact and he doesn't have any defensive skills, he will die in an instant if he was facing Alexander or Hannibal. So let me show you here in the arena. We still have the arena reset. So let me just show you some of the latest viewports here. Yeah, you can see that my Fire Marsh lost to this Earth Lucky Marsh, but just because Aruha have the King buff. I didn't notice that Aruha had the King buff before I attack here, but yeah, Aruha, you deserve the King buff. And also here Alexander is a monster. Also, she is using Physical Shield, which is like matching between me and her. So we are matching each other. Both of us has a Physical Shield. So you are She didn't knew, but she knew inside her that I was going to embrace this skill. So in this situation, if she didn't have the king buff, because you can notice the number of groups, if she didn't has the king buff, my Trajan would like at least tank 30% more damage from Alex. And 30% is a lot, guys. If you knew all the percentages inside this game is between 10%, 5%, and 20%. The only 30% is for the physical damage shield and magical damage shield. But magical damage shield is not important at all, because magical damage immortals can be countered by several type of skills, but the physical damage shield will tank Alex. And Alex, you can see, this is the only skill he causes damage for all the enemy units, but Alex himself will only deal damage for the only immortal in front of him. Like Hannibal, for example, Hannibal deals damage to the immortal in front of him and the immortals in nearest him. So Hannibal deals like splash area damage, while Alex make a continuous damage. That's why physical shield is way more important versus Alex, because you can tank Alex damage, because Alex always focus on one immortal, while Empress who can keep dealing magical damage to all the enemy units. Hippolyta can deal damage to all enemy units, while Trajan keep tanking Alex for as long as possible. This matchup here lasted for 54 seconds. Yeah, GG for this king buff. And maybe she was also on the only the king buff and the war talent. I am on farm talent. I don't have any king buffs or anything like that. Let me test on someone else. We have here my Fire Marsh didn't face Alex. Okay, because maybe we don't need Mike, because Mike is way more. Okay, we can face Mike. I believe we can face Mike, but my Fire Marsh won't last versus Mike Holy. Also, he has Toxin, he has Cleave. We can test, guys. We can test. We just want to do this, and here, that's just one attack. We will lose it anyway, but it is worth the test. I just want to make sure if he's Trajan. Yep. Sorry guys, I have to clear my throat because I was talking so much fast. Oh, we won. Nice. On farm talents. Let's see that here my Lightning Marsh did what have been done versus Mike Lightning, and I consider Mike Lightning Marsh is way more stronger than my Lightning Marsh. That's why I wasn't predicting that I would win. So my Fire Marsh here did what it should be done, and it tanked Alex here. Let me see how many seconds. Yeah, it lasted for enough seconds to my Fire Marsh that deals damage to or just destroy some of their troops here. I believe he lost some troops. He has 68,000. Yeah, that's what he was doing, and my Mixed Marsh cleaned everything else. If I didn't use this physical sheet, also Weakening Curse here is working a bit on Alex. Maybe he has Purification. Yeah, he has Purification, so he has a counter to this skill. But this skill here doesn't has like a counter, except he might use Berserker. Berserker is the skill I'm using on my Alex. This skill here, and I will make another video about Berserker, because Berserker here sometimes it can counter physical shield, because it increases your physical damage while the opponent is reducing your physical damage or reducing the physical damage taken. So this is going to be as 50-50 percentage between Berserker and physical damage shield. So you can consider physical damage shield is an elite skill that you can use versus an epic skill. This is how you can counter some skills with each other. So Toxin Barrier here is not even working at all, and I believe it didn't deal any damage on Alex. Toxin dealt like 4 million damage, casted 7 times. Yeah, it's a fine, but shields from Charles that protected their Fire Marsh. The shields, guys, energy shield had casted 8 million damage, and you can just check my video about energy shield. And that's all for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon.